Hey, this your boy Frank Gore. I'm listening to 49er Rush. Niners all day. Let's bring 6 home, baby. Let's go.
I love it, man.
It's time for the 49ers Rush podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? Absolutely incredible to be with you guys. I'm currently in the Jacksonville airport, but I wanted to take the time just to jump on real quick, and we've got to celebrate Victory Monday, man. Representing the shirt, the faithful came out amazingly well. What a great weekend. The 49ers absolutely dismantle the Jaguars, which the number one takeaway just after being able to digest the game over the past kind of 24 hours is to beat a team by 31 points on the road. They're coming off a bye week, and they're on a 5-game winning streak. I think it just was one of those statements. And, you know, whether it's Vegas or all of the power rankings or whatever, I don't care. This is the reason why the 49ers are favored in every single game that they will be playing this year. Because the roster, the coaching, everything is, when it's in sync, it's the best there is. Now, is it always like that? No. But when this team is playing their way, then nobody's going to be able to beat them. They're the best. They really, really are. And whenever Brock Purdy comes out and does what he does, where not only is he just a quote-unquote system quarterback or whatever, he was making gigantic plays and huge reads, taking hits, you know, putting 50-50 balls up there, but they weren't really 50-50 because it was trailing technique and man coverage against George Kittle on a wheel route. You'll take that all day. And, you know, I saw the Baldy clip where, if you haven't seen it yet, as soon as George Kittle caught the ball, Shanahan knew it was a touchdown, turned and started walking away celebrating. Like, when things are going according to plan and they're all hitting full cylinder, this team's unbelievable. I mean, 31-point win on the road is incredible. But I do want to say thank you to everybody that was able to come out and party. You know, the time with Frank Gore was really, really cool. But the people that all came out, what's up, George? I see you here. Corey, appreciate everybody. Was just incredible. And we're just going to keep going. So hopefully, if you haven't been to one of our events yet, please come on out. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. Check that out. Paul, my man, excited to hang out with you guys in this Bucs game coming up. Going to be incredible. Look at Coach Cruz. He says right here, I hate to say it, but I'm calling it right now. Niners trade Ayuk for a first-round pick, re-sign Chase Young. What a difference a week makes. You know, we'll deal with all this in the offseason, but the 49ers are going to have some tough decisions. There's no doubt about it. And I love that they keep accumulating talent. The Chase Young thing absolutely seems like it was a home run already. But, you know, let's just enjoy Ayuk and Chase right now, right? And we'll see kind of what happens eventually and how it all pans out. But Ayuk was incredible. They went away from him for a while. You know, 3 catches, 55 yards. But his impact was huge. Started the game huge. He had another one with the pass interference where it got called back. But 3 catches on 3 targets for 55 yards and a touchdown. Absolutely incredible. Kittle, 3 catches on 4 targets for 116 yards. That's insane. Just the efficiency all the way around. And then whenever you have the beast himself and Christian McCaffrey just getting all those carries and all those catches, 6 catches, 10 targets for CMC. When Debo and CMC are out there together, that's the recipe, right? That is what makes the entire thing just flow. And it's weird because we can look at, you know, I wanted to put this poll up, but I just didn't have time, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick. Like, who was better? I want to see you guys put this, you know, in the chat. Was it the offense was better or the defense was better? Because they both had great games. I think the defense was better. And whenever everybody's getting all those sacks and we're getting all those pressures, when you force more turnovers than they have points, complete and utter domination. Offense kind of disappeared for some drives, but You don't give up a touchdown. You don't give up a touchdown to the Jags, and that's huge. And so, me personally, I think that the defense totally balled out. We look at they only had 12 first downs. That's it. Christian McCaffrey almost had that many first downs by himself. Like, it's just incredible. The 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles lost, 2 interceptions. You had 5 sacks. Every freaking starter got a sack. Chase Young had half a sack, but I mean, the effect that he made early on, and this was against a quarterback that threw the ball faster than almost anybody else in the NFL. He was top 4 in time to get rid of the ball, but it didn't matter. Why? The coverages were huge. We switched things up ridiculously well. Like, we ran a 5-1 nickel package, 5 defensive linemen, 1 linebacker, and a nickel set with we haven't shown that. We have not shown that. We have not shown that yet. And so you did that on the very first series. That's huge. The blitzes were disguised well. Huff was in the box more. Just everything just seemed to finally sink. Trey says, what do you think about Brock's first tutty? That was the throwback to IU. And we're 3 weeks in a row where Brock is, whether it's Kyle just taking the reins off completely and just letting Brock sling it whenever he gets crazy out there, because you're throwing that ball all the way back across your body, and he's done it time. He tried to do it to Ayuk 3 games ago, and it barely hit the ground. He did it to Kittle last week, and now he's done it here again. He did it twice. He's not a fast quarterback. He's shifty, but he's learning how to use his own skills to his advantage and kind of, go on that off script. That's huge. So sometimes the plays breaks down. Dude just goes out there and does what he needs to do. So Brock continues to develop. He's had so many good games, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's incredible in and of itself. But he fixed the skid. Now, there are still some questions there with Brock for sure. It wasn't a perfect game. It was a great game. But on top of that, we will have to see him come from behind at some point and fight, back to gain the lead. We haven't seen that still, but this is huge. And, yeah, right there. Matt, thank you. Complete, utter domination on both sides of the ball. Absolutely love it. Chris says, what's the deal with Mason not getting any touches? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll never understand that, but that's okay. That's okay. Matt, absolute pleasure meeting you, man. You guys were incredible. It was such an awesome weekend. And just want to say thank you to the team. The whole 49ers Rush team crushed it this weekend. We had over 400 people at our event on Saturday night with Frank Gore. We had over 200 at our tailgate. And, from what I can estimate, people left happy, and it was a good experience. The community just continues to grow. People keep meeting people, and that's huge. And look at this guy, Corey Robbins. Thank you so much for your generosity and for your friendship, man. He says, man, amazing super chat. Thank you so much for your generosity again. Says, Chapman, you throw a hell of a party. Thank you for the jersey. It was a pleasure hanging out with you and Breezy. Dude, Wayne freaking Breezy. Getting to see him in full effect on the stage was just incredible. That dude's the best. Hopefully he gets back safely. Salty, what's up, brother? We'll be hanging out soon in Seattle, man. Coming up to see you. Niners offense came out throwing, which unlocked the run game. Kind of counterintuitive, but it worked. Man, again, we talked about the defensive kind of sinking together. Kyle Shanahan throwing the ball on first down, running on second down. Love it. If we could just incorporate some runs on third down instead of going empty sets, it still drives me insane. But, yeah. Oh, what's up, Don Burr? We even got the Detroit guy in here. Congrats, man. Hopefully we get to see you guys in the playoffs. But just I'm not going to have time to do a full show, a full breakdown. I don't land until like 8 p.m. tonight back in the Bay Area. So I just wanted to jump on here. This weekend's going to be incredible. This whole week's going to be great. Just breaking down the film. Everything's going to be on the 49ers Rush. .com and our Patreon channel. Every single offensive, defensive, special teams play, broken down, coaching tape. We're going to be getting all that stuff out. I'm going to start early in the morning. Probably not going to start tonight. Going to get a little bit of sleep. It's been a fun weekend partying for sure. But just wanted to jump on here, do a quick just rundown, And the 49ers are in first place, 6-3, right where they want to be. And you look at the upcoming schedule, home game against the Bucs, then you've got your 3-game stretch that will define the season. So maybe we're peaking at the right time. You got to take care of business against the Bucs. They're a tricky team. They beat good teams. They lose to bad teams. Whatever. We destroyed them last year, but it's a different team now. Obviously, we're going to be favored huge and should win that game. But you don't want another bump in the road before you get to your most important slate of Seattle, Philly, Seattle. That's going to be huge. So just want to say thank you guys again. And we will be back to our regular programming. We'll have the John and Wayne show tomorrow. We're going to have, the Steph, John and Wayne show and all that stuff this whole week. So thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. And as always, stay strong, faithful.